Here's the race again in slow motion. Key points for me: back leg not bent enough, not enough of a push, looking up too soon before the others, and then my stride length suddenly shortens and the knee hardly comes up at all. The others pull away from me. It's only briefly towards the end of the race that I do get my knees up and maybe start to pull back the guy in fourth place just slightly, but it's way too late by then. And I think I gave up a bit towards the line and didn't even bother to lean over properly at the end. I actually shared this video already on Reddit recently, as the commenters on the sprinting subreddit have a lot of useful tips and advice, so I'm going to play the video again with the tips that I got. SprintCell says, in the first step I would push more from the hip. This was useful as it reinforced the area where I needed to push the most. Keep your heel recovery low in the first 2 to 3 steps. I was aware of this because you lose energy with high heel recovery, but I'm hoping more of a push will help with this, hoping to do more specific drills. It seems you look up too quickly, it leads to overstriding, which ultimately slows you down. This is from That Sprinting Guy. That's interesting because that might explain why I have the shorter strides a bit later, because I've had the overstriding slowed me down and I'm doing the shorter strides to try and accelerate, but obviously it's too late because I'm vertical by that stage. And then SprintCell also says, at max velocity I'd focus on running tall and upright. I am capable of that, I just didn't manage to do it here. So I've got a big problem between about halfway through the drive phase and 50-60 meters into the race. So that's actually most of a 60-meter race. I need the drive phase to last for longer and then to get into the high knees sooner. I'll just finish by saying that even a 12.3 second 100 meters predicts a 7.8 or less for the 60 meters, so I was pretty disappointed with this, but at least I can see lots of ways I could improve,